Welcome to this final video in this series for global World Cup fans to learn about America through our food. I'm Teka Thomas. For many years, I've enjoyed watching videos and reading of foreigners here and in their own countries interface with American culture. My favorites are Thanksgiving video dinners. This video is longer than the others and tries to explain the phenomenon about food from the World Cup of June and July 2026. Americans, liberal and conservatives alike, have taken great pride in these social media videos of soccer fans discovering the culinary genius of our foods. I think it explains a lot about culture, economics, and even politics. This year's World Cup was obviously not available to all. It's expensive to get here, and people from some countries were not allowed for bureaucratic reasons. Well, I see you and I acknowledge you and want to include you in understanding how this illustrates, how food illustrates how America works and functions as a society. 3 weeks ago, when these videos started to surface, I kept asking myself, didn't these people look at a map and see how big America is? Did they really think that fast food represents how we eat normally? Americans know that a heated 6-inch pizza in a convenience store doesn't represent Italian cuisine. Here's my take on American culture through about American culture and economics through food. As I said in an earlier video, the most surprising thing for most visitors is how decentralized the country is. The regions are demonstrated by distinct accents, among other things. Those cultural differences manifest themselves in different politics and different policies among the 50 states. The great distances also make it important to have good logistical systems for commerce and governance, to make the whole country work. America pulls off a juggling act of 3 elements: cultural granularity, a certain level of common political ties, and it's all done on a continental scale. There's much more depth to America than simply seeing a president and a flag as shown on a 2-dimensional TV screen. It's hard for foreign tourists to look at a map of one country and not think of a more confined space and unitary culture. Now, there's the question of why haven't gumbo, ranch dressing, and smoked brisket crossed oceans a long time ago at scale? My research suggests a number of reasons. The fast food chains, the processed grocery foods, the cola brands are all the end results of 2 things America is best at. Just like the French bake bread the best, and just like the Swiss are the best at making analog watches, Americans excel at logistics and marketing. The cheap foods known by the famous logos are not the best of American cuisine. They're the end result of our efficient supply chain and mass communications. Unfortunately, they are interpreted as American food. The authentic viral videos concentrated in one short period of time have hopefully broken that misconception. Smoking meat takes space and equipment that isn't necessarily economically able to do in other countries. Gumbo soup from Louisiana, the ingredients may not travel well and stay fresh. Certain natural resources like oak and hickory make for better cooking. There are urban legends about the pipe water of New York City for their pizza dough and the pipe water of San Francisco for their sourdough that are a bit more apocryphal. But certainly places like California with its extended vegetable growing season makes for better quality in certain dishes. There is real culinary genius across the regions and ethnic groups of America. In certain countries, authenticity is deemed as the opposite of cultural integration, or broad access to abundant food implies that the food lacks discernment and sophistication. Americans say that's not true. Just because a supply chain cannot efficiently export a certain type of food does not mean it doesn't exist or that it represents something other than cooking excellence. I hope that this new curiosity, not only in learning about American food, but in learning about the cultural and commercial significance that it manifests. To summarize, Thanksgiving is a metaphor for America. A table has one turkey and various side dishes, some more common than not. Just like one country with culturally and politically separate regions. There's one global FIFA, 6 continental confederations, and about 200 national soccer, football associations. American government cascades down, just like the soccer governing bodies do. American fast food chains and packaged foods you see in other countries are not representative of our cuisine. They are the end result of supply chain and marketing. Tailgate parties that some World Cup guests experienced are not only a fun social activity for sports spectators before games, they are the high watermark of marketing for universities and pro sports teams. Loyal customers are building a community identity around your brand. University presidents and big city mayors know that nothing puts the unity in community like a winning team. Brunch is just a social tradition on weekends. You can easily look up recipes for which Americans prefer to eat, and if you cannot find the ingredients, take the initiative and innovate. That's the American way. Thank you for watching this video series. Please leave comments. Viewers abroad, please share what American foods you want to try. You do not need to, if you want to host a party at home or a Thanksgiving themed party, let us know. Americans, tell us how the World Cup fans in these videos at restaurants made you feel. This video series is sponsored by VryPack, the Pack for Urban Movement.